Good morning, council members. My name is Ray Beatty. I live at 12601 Birch in West Wichita. I office out of 749 Ridge Road, West Acres Bowl. Before I comment on the Maize 54 project, I wanted you to know that I do respect all the things you do and try to make our city a better place to live. I have lived and worked here all my life except for the time I served in the military. I could only imagine how difficult it is to be in a position to make daily decisions that can and will affect the lives of many Wichitans. I am sure you wouldn't be in this position if you didn't care about that. You know, I worry about a lot of things. In managing West Acres, about 50 employees, you know, and I worry about layoffs in the city, how that's going to affect my business. I worry about a broken economy. I worry about health. Worry about employees taking care of my customers. Never before did I ever worry about standing in front of my or our city council to discuss the fairness against many businesses in this community. But here I am. And again, I want to voice my concerns in regards to the Maize 54 project. I know there are many that may believe that we are only objecting because we don't want competition. And I know there are many, and although that it would make it difficult to challenge us on the west side with business and making it more difficult to maintain, we would invite to take on the responsibilities of providing to our bowling community with the entertainment facility on West Wichita. There have been others that have attempted to do so in the past and have failed only to splinter existing revenues and affecting the growth of bowling in general to our great city and our great bowling community. 20 years ago, Frontier Lanes closed, Bowllagio closed. Just a few years ago, Rose Bowl West, Countryside West closed, and not to mention Fireside Lanes and many more. When there was a new center built on the west side, it created a chain reaction where 2 centers closed. One of the largest chain operations in the world, AMF, just recently filed bankruptcy. There's a message going on there, and that's not that our game is in trouble, it's just because of saturation, too many lane beds. We would love to build a new center on the west side, but when we do, we will replace West Acres Bowl. We won't add more lanes to the city, we'll replace it. Our company has been in business in this city for over 50 years. And I know the work and the hard work and the dedication that was done by those before me that made it possible for me to have a job, and for many people that work in the bowling industry in this city. There's families that have put a lot of time and effort in this bowling community. We have been devoted to the bowling community and have added value to our city by bringing in national tournaments and supporting our 2 powerful universities. And the revenue that has been brought to this city by the bowling community is simply unbelievable. Currently, our owner has been nominated as serving as the president for the BPA, representing over 3,000 bowling centers nationwide. I don't say this to brag. I say it to say that we know the bowling business, and adding more lanes to this city will cause a chain reaction that in the long run will cost this city revenue. All we ask is these investors that want to compete in this arena, let them do it the same way all of us had to. We would all love to have our property taxes guaranteed, not increased for a certain amount of years. You could look around this room and probably find many people that would enjoy that. Mom and pop stores that pay their taxes while other businesses are given tax breaks. These are businesses that could potentially put you out of business or at a strain with competing for the consumer dollar. The rest of us pay taxes for normal services like public safety, building inspection, street maintenance, and those services come out of the general fund. And as the cost of these services go up and the money is given to these businesses through a TIF, the tax burden gets shifted to regular businesses, which don't have the same political clout. I ask, is this a fair way to treat your tax-paying, law-abiding citizens? Although there are many more incentives that this project will give that are unfair and just unnecessary, it just goes against everything that is right with the free enterprise system. City council members, my employees, my family, and myself are asking you to vote no for the moving forward on this TIF project. Again, if they want to build to compete, that's fine. We welcome that. However, Let them do it under the same principles as we all have done in this industry, by risking their own capital. Thank you for your time.
Any questions? No question. Next person.